What's up, y'all? My gosh, welcome to my channel. I'm Real King, and this is it, y'all. Okay, so I understand. Y'all trying to figure out where was I the past couple of days? Well, hold the phone, because I got you. So, as y'all already know, I already started a new job. So, this is my first week. Last time I talked with y'all was on Monday. So, Monday was a whole different day compared to Tuesday and today. So, getting up so early, yeah, that's what happens. I had to get up so early, and that means that I get home later. Well, about the same time, generally speaking. So I'm basically gone 12 hours a day. A little more. So the first day didn't really catch me because that was coming off Sunday. So Monday, when I made my video, it was just I was feeling different. I wasn't feeling as tired as I was yesterday. Okay, so as a result, yesterday I got home. I was tired, like basically the whole day. You know what I'm saying? Because I wasn't able to get good sleep. By the time I get home and shower and make my video and eat, I don't have much time, to myself because there's other things that I am doing right before I go to bed. So I wasn't I wasn't having much time to rest, and so I figured I can, I could work it out, and that really wasn't it at all. So when I got home yesterday, I just was tired, y'all. I was really tired. I was very tired. I thought I was going to make a video explaining to y'all that I was probably going to need to switch up my video schedules and stuff like that. But I just didn't get, I didn't get around to it. So, and then that brings us to today. So today was my last day because I only worked 3 days. And I went somewhere after work and I got something to eat after that, and then I got home. So I just barely got home, like at 7 o'clock. So I was gone like for 14 hours today or something like that, all together. And so yeah. So I think what I'm gonna need to do, because of my commuting times to and from work, and just how it's probably going to get worse as the weather gets warmer, because that heat just drains my energy. And so where I'm coming from, being that I'm on the buses, it takes a long time. The it's actually longer getting home than it is going to work for different reasons. So anyways, what I'm thinking I'm gonna have to do is I'm going to probably reduce my videos to 4 days? 3 days, 3 or 4 days. So I'll do them on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then Sundays. I'll do those with an exception of this week, because there is I just call it like it is. It's a pagan day, a traditional day for America. And that means I don't have to go to work. So I will do a video on Monday and stuff like that. So that's going to be the only exception. But other than that, for it's because of my work schedule and how I'm feeling and stuff like that when I get home from work. And plus my hours are going to change. Right now I'm only in training for the next week. 2 weeks. So I'm going, which means I get off at 2. So once I'm done training, I will be getting off at 4, which means I will be getting home probably like around like 7, like today. But that's going to be like the normal. I'll still go in the same time. Actually, I'm going to be going in earlier. I'll probably be going in at 7. So that means I'm going to be just dead. I'm going to be dead. So I'm just letting y'all know ahead of time that my schedule will be changing drastically. It's not going to make big. It's not going to be that big of a deal. It's just going to be what, Saturdays, Mondays, and Tuesdays I won't be making videos. So 3 days out of 7. So 4 days I'll be making videos, and then 3 days I won't, and stuff like that. So that's how it's gonna have to be until possibly, I don't know if it'll change once I get my handheld camera. It may change. If it does, I'll let y'all know. It could. I'll see if I can, if I can maneuver that into my routine and stuff like that. But as of right now, it's just going to be 4 days. So anyways, let's go ahead and get y'all up to speed. So yesterday was another training day. So I did some hands-on work, which was supervising my students with building pallets. And I basically did that for yesterday and today, all, just by myself. I didn't have, the other helper didn't help. She just let me do it, and stuff like that. So it was interesting, and it was fun. It was fun. So there's not a lot going on right now because of the season or the school schedule or whatever like that. Springtime apparently is where it's busier. Summertime it's not busy. So that's kind of cool, especially for me training. So in addition to me doing help, not assisting, but supervising getting pallets made with produce, I took my I had to get take a forklift test again with this company. That's what they require. So I watched a few videos and then took a test after that, which I passed. And I was supposed to today do some actual training on. Now see, they don't necessarily use, well, I won't be necessarily using the sit-down forklift. There's other machines that I will be using. There's stand-up style ones that I do not know how to use, and so that's primarily what my area, what I'll be in my area. That's what I'll be using. So I had to get trained on those. So there's a lot of different forklifts. So anyways, so that's going to be interesting. Now I was supposed to do some training on those today, but they canceled it. So next Tuesday, when I go back to work, I will be. I'm hoping I should be doing training on that. So I got all my my work email and set up, and we have our own kind of like Twitter for our job. It's called Slack, and that's how we do communicating and stuff like that with everything. And so I got all that set up, and some other things, payroll information and everything like that. So I got all that stuff set up. That's what I was doing these past couple of days. And I got my badge. I don't think I told y'all about that on Monday, but I got my badge and everything. And what else? Yeah, so it's been a good experience. So this first week was a good week, and my time goes by quick. You know what I mean? Like we take breaks like at 10, but they're not really like set breaks like 15, 20 minutes. I mean, like we took like a 30, 40 minute break today, and then after we did that, we worked for a little bit, and then we were taking an hour lunch break from like 12 to 1, and then I got off at 2. So when we were done, came back and I helped put together some bags for the next day. I think it is for tomorrow, or not tomorrow, for next Tuesday, and that was it. Then after I was done with that, I left for the day. So yeah, it's just a good environment. good. There's a lot of music playing, loud music, like a concert up in that piece. You know what I mean? So it was that kind of environment. The people there, they're singing and stuff like that, and it's just interesting. It's good work. Like I said, it's a good environment, positive environment. And I'm learning a lot of stuff. So there's going to be a lot of different things I'm going to be doing. I'm not going to just be doing one thing. Like, they want to really kind of train me to do a lot of stuff. Not a lot of stuff, but different things. There's not that much going on that I got to do. So, but while it's slow right now, it's good to train me, because I think when school starts back up in the fall or whatever, then that's when it should ramp back up with the business and more pallets. Because like right now we're only doing like, apparently a busy day for them, or busy day there is like 30 pallets or 30 pallets a week or something like that, because we only work 3 days. So there's like 12 a day or something like that, some around there. So like we've only done, like this week was only 18 for the week. So we did like 8 or something like that Monday, then we did like in like 4 or 5 today. So I mean, it wasn't much and stuff. So but as I learn how things go better, it'll be quicker, and I'll go quick. So it's not a big deal. I'm not worried about it. It's easy work. So, but it was good. It was a good experience. Yeah, that was about it really. But yeah, getting up so early has been something to get used to. So yeah, I have not been walking to the bus stop. I have been taking a Lyft, but it's been cheap, and it's been within my budget that I had figured out for this week and stuff like that. So that's not been too bad. I just, with my knee being, messed up and everything like that, I really don't want to chance having to do something that might injure me on my way to work, and then it gets me put out of work. So that's kind of what's up with that. Like, I don't want to be making no sudden movements or something like that, being chased by anything or having to try to fend myself off or whatever. Like, I don't want to have to put myself in that position. So I figure, for right now, it's not that much, because I'm only taking the Lyft just one way each day, and it's under $20. I mean, so it's not a big deal right now. Maybe until I get my lock on my bike, for my bike, and my bike insured, that's what I'll end up doing. Now, once I get things for my bike, then I will most likely be riding my bike to work. Now, they have designated parking for the employees. I need to find out though about the bikes, because they don't have nowhere to put a bike. They don't have no bike rack or nothing, and they're pretty, because of because of all the business that comes up into that place constantly, and the flow of traffic. It's just not a wise place to put a bike in the front entrance area where most of the people come in. And stuff like that. So I'll have to find out if there's a place that I can put my bike like around where people park on the back side of the building and stuff like that. So that way I can commute to work that way. Now, it'll save me a little time. Like, I mean, to be honest, I don't really know if it's going to be that big of a deal. It really wouldn't be, to be honest, now that I think about it, because getting up, the bus that I have to catch, the second bus that I have to catch, it comes at like 5:40. So, I mean, I don't know. And I get up at 4:30. It's not that big of a difference, to be honest, y'all. Like, so I don't know if taking my bike to work is going to be actually worth it. It's not going to make that big of a difference. I mean, I'll be taking my bike on the bus. I'll still have to pay for the bus ride. I mean, but all I'm doing is just not having to walk to the bus stop. That's really it. That's the only difference. And that's not that big of a difference to be taking my bike, because it just doesn't make any sense. So anyways, I don't think I'm going to do that. And I'm only going to be doing this for a short amount of time anyways. Like, trust me, it's only going to be like for about, well, let's see, this is the fifth month. So I have until the end of the year. So I got 6-7 months to save up. And then once that I get the amount that I need within that time frame, c'est la vie. So, yeah, when I think about it like that, it's not going to be that big of a deal. So I think I'll just stick with what I'm doing right now. It's fine. But anyways, with that being said, this is a good job. I enjoy it. I don't see anything that would hinder me, or that would, to make me change my mind. It's just it's a stress-free job. And that's what I haven't had in forever, it seems, It's just kind of laid back, and the kind of people that I'm around, they don't give you stress, so it's it's just a fun environment. There's a lot of positive energy all the time, everywhere. And then you're around all these, special needs kids, and so it's like, that ain't even necessary. I mean, those kids are there, those people are there, and they have, issues, real issues, and you're sitting up there, without the kind of issues that they have, and then you're being disgruntled, or coming in to work negative or whatever. Like, it just doesn't make any sense. Like, it just doesn't. So anyway, so I do like my job, and it just fits me. So I'm finally at a position and a point in my life where I can kind of relax, and I'm comfortable, and so yeah, so that's basically what's been happening these past couple of days. And but every day I do look forward to going to work. It's just my body has to get reacclimated to this early schedule of getting up, and stuff like that. And then, of course, going to bed at a respectable and a good time. Because that's kind of difficult, because it's like, dang, it's like when I get home, I don't really have time to do anything, and whatever I have to do, or, it's very limited, which is the same thing with when I'm getting up, because, with me taking the lift, it's like when I get up at 4:30, I have so much, like today was the worst one. Like, I got up 4:30, washed my face, got dressed, and then it took me like 15 minutes, like 47 after, I now am opening up the app to try to order my Lyft. And so, like today, the cheapest one was like it was under $4, like 3 something. But that one was like 15 minutes. Now, I said 15 minutes. I'm like, cool. I mean, well, because if I would have took like the 20 to 25 minute one, it would have been like $6. I was like, nah, I'm good. I'll take the 15-minute one. So I'm figuring, okay, that's going to be cool. No, I'm still upstairs. I ain't even went downstairs yet at this point. No, I'm on my way downstairs, and I'm about to get my lunch. I'm figuring I'm going to have me some breakfast and make me a quick lunch. No, because it went from 15 minutes instantly to 5 minutes. I was like, what? So all I had the time to do was put a couple bananas in my thing. I was going to have like banana with some cereal, sit down and kind of eat. Nope, couldn't do that. I couldn't even make a real, set up a real lunch. I grabbed a box of some Cheez-Its and a little fruit snack, and that was it. And I had to go because, and that took me, just doing that, that car was out there waiting for me. I was like, geez, man, like, I don't like that. But see, you really can't be too picky because, like, okay, well, would you rather wait? I'm like, yeah, I would, but if I wait, it probably would have been double the money. I'm like, it just like, so you kind of have to pick your battles. So it worked out. I had food to, to bring with me and eat, so it was not a big deal, but it's just like, geez, man, like, the consistency is just not there with these lifts. So anyways, that was that. And so tomorrow, I don't have nothing going on. So I plan on probably doing some bike riding tomorrow. Again, in my neighborhood. I'm not taking it out anywhere specific or anything like that. But just to be able to, I've done my work. I've worked. So now I can kind of play. I can do whatever. So there's been some movies that I want to watch that I've been watching, but I had to cut them short because of bedtime. So I can watch those movies now and sleep in, and then, you know, do whatever I need to do and stuff like that. So I am feeling good. And then I get an extra day off, 5 days off. That's crazy. That's like a whole work week off that I have. So that's going to be nice. And but I have one of my cousins is graduating on Sunday, and I want to go to that. And so I want to see if I can go to that, because that would be awesome. So hopefully that goes down. And besides that, y'all, that's about it. Feeling good. I have been gaining some weight, and that's not something that I liked, because it's not good weight to gain. And I already know why I've been gaining the weight. It's because I've been eating the wrong things, and I haven't been as active. So I'm like, we ain't finna be doing this again. We ain't gonna do this again. So I will be watching what I eat and falling back on the type of things that I eat, because I think I've been eating stuff that is too sweet, like a lot of sugary stuff. Like even though fruits are good for me, they have a lot of sugars in them, and that sugar can, you know, turn into fat. So I gotta make sure that I relax on the fruits that I've been intaking and stuff like that, because I've been eating bananas, cherries, and strawberries, and I've been eating that consistently. And so, in the amounts that I have been eating daily or whatever in a week has not been helping out. And then on top of that, the little fruit snacks that I've been eating and the fruit drinks. So all of that has not been doing good for my body. So basically, I got to cut the stuff out. I got to cut it out, because I'm not going to be, you know, being all sluggish and stuff like that. And so I haven't gained a lot of weight. I think it's about 5 to 7 pounds. But I mean, that's a significant amount nevertheless. But anyways, I'm not going to bore you guys with that stuff. So anyways, that's my time, y'all. I don't want to keep you guys because it's already late. I want to relax and stuff like that. I'm still in my work get-ups and stuff like that, you know what I mean? So I hope y'all enjoyed my video. If you guys did, give it a thumbs up. That'd be so great. Also, hit that notification bell so that way you guys get notified when I'm uploading my videos. If you guys are new to my channel and you guys have not subscribed, why don't y'all subscribe? Why not subscribe? Okay? If y'all have any comments or anything that y'all want to say, y'all know where to put them junks up in that comment area. I enjoy conversating and all of that with my viewers or whoever's. With that being said, y'all, I'm Real King, and yo, this is it. Y'all, all right, y'all be good.